Good morning and welcome to this lovely Tuesday morning. I hope you've had a fab bank holiday weekend. We are having a few technical glitches around Gogglefrog admin this morning, so I've logged on as Angela. Angela is going to log on as me shortly because her laptop is doing some kind of reboot, and Marion, as you can see, is on the phone, and Ollie is wagging his tail probably because he can hear me in the background. So good morning everybody and welcome to Gogglefrogs. My name is Robert, for those of you who haven't seen me yet, and this is our almost daily knit and natter, and the lovely person you can see on the screen is Marion. Hello Marion.
Oh, that was the quickest phone call ever to the doctors. Quickest phone call ever.
And Gogglefrogs was set up 25 weeks ish ago now, because of lockdown and because we can't get out to our groups anymore, so we decided that we would do it virtually instead. So this is a one-way system. You can see the people on camera, but we can't see you. There is a chat box on your right hand side, which you can type the chat in, and you can talk to each other in that, and throughout the show we will read out what you're saying to us as well. The session is also on replay, and it is also going to be uploaded to YouTube at some point. So hello everybody on replay, and hello everybody on YouTube, whatever point in the future you are watching this. So I hope you've got some lovely knitting. I do somewhere over there, and a cup of tea. I've got mine in my lovely Gogglefrogs mug, and so have you, Marion. Lovely. Angela won't have hers in a Gogglefrogs mug because I have her Gogglefrogs mug.
Angela in Leeds.
Angela is in Leeds, yes, but her laptop has just decided it's going to do a massive reboot, and now she's having trouble joining. So she's talking to me in the background, don't worry.
Right.
So Marion, how was your weekend?
Well, it was okay. The decorator came in to do my spare bedroom come office, which is why we're in our bedroom.
Right, I did wonder.
And he didn't get it all done. He won't be done Wednesday when he comes back either. We did get down to home base and spent an hour choosing shelves. Who would have thought it would take an hour to choose shelves and what do you call them? The brackets, thank you, to put them on. And then Richard decided we wanted to have a panel hammer. And when you think he can't see to do anything, but you have to get it. So, and that was all to put up one panel pin to hang one mirror.
Oh, okay.
It's
Hey,
sorry about that.
How are you?
I have no idea what was happening, but good morning.
Oh, you have got
I
a mug.
have, yeah. My mum's. This is my mum's mug. So I've borrowed her mug for an hour. Oh. How are you today?
So what have you been doing over the weekend?
Sorry?
What have you both been doing over the weekend?
I came up here on Sunday. It was Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah, I came up here on Sunday and had a mad day on Sunday because then went to see my dad. We then went to see my friend who had a big accident on Saturday night. So he managed to slip and fall through a shower screen and cut himself all over. So safety glass isn't necessarily safety glass. So so went to see him. So it could have been much worse. And then yesterday I had a total chill day. Total chill day. So yeah, that was my weekend. How was yours?
We've done Robert.
So I worked Saturday because that's where I did Gogglefrogs from. Very tired at the end of Saturday, and then slept really well Saturday night into Sunday. Sunday we went to see Gary's mum, which was okay, and then Yesterday I was working.
Oh, yeah, of course. How was work anyway?
Yesterday was incredibly quiet.
Was it?
Really?
Very, very, very
Oh,
quiet.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but apparently that's what happens on bank holidays in Waitrose, because the town's not open or hardly open.
Right.
And because it's a bank holiday, people do their shopping on a Saturday, so they get the whole weekend to themselves.
Yeah.
So I've just got to get used to the different trading patterns.
I'll tell you what I did do in home base on Sunday. Went down there, the trolley was full, unloaded the car, realised I hadn't paid for anything, for something. So I belted back into the store. It was a reel of electric coil to wire a lamp. When I'd paid, there was two in front of me. My queue was now right to the back of the shop. So I had a 20-minute wait to pay for something I'd forgotten to pay for in the first place. Well,
Oh dear.
everything. But I couldn't have walked out, gone home and not paid for it.
No.
It's something I just
That's
couldn't
very
do.
nice of you. Very nice of you. I think I'd have seen the queue and thought, forget it.
Well, you know what? I walked back in with it, holding it like this in my hand, and the security just sat there. Guard sat there in his chair, rocking, because he was in a rocking chair, drinking his coffee, totally oblivious to what was going on.
That's
Oh dear.
Oh.
Shall we say some good mornings?
Yeah, go on.
So we start with Safi. Good morning, Safi. We have Rebecca. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning.
We have Marion Wildy. Good morning, Marion.
Morning.
Linda Phillips. Good morning,
Morning.
Linda.
Morning.
We have Judy. Good morning, Judy.
Morning.
We have Joe. Good morning,
Morning,
Joe.
Joe.
Hello, Joe.
We have Janice. Good morning, Janice.
Hi, Janice.
We have Jackie. Good morning, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Working?
I bet she is. We have Georgie. Good morning, Georgie.
Hi,
Morning.
Georgie.
And we have Brigitte. Good morning,
morning.
Brigitte.
What number is it?
What are you working on, Angela? What are you working on?
Right. There's a little bit of a story here. Can you remember last year at Sheringham? There was a certain, I think it was last year, there was a certain creation that lovely lady who's one of the day guests come, and she had a shawl that was all like interwoven, like fingers like that. Well, anyway, this is the picture. And you said you've got to finish that before next year. So that's the pattern.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that
Yes.
Maureen? Was that Maureen?
Yes, Maureen, yeah.
Beautiful one. And this is Boo-hoo. This is a Wendy. Wendy is no longer, is it? Because it's part of Thomas B. Ramsden, who went into administration earlier this year. I think it was about or just before lockdown. So anyway, that's the pattern. And you know how I've got to start using what's in my stash. And I know I really want to get onto my Gogglefrog stuff, but I've waited for it to be wound up properly. So if you can imagine, we do so many other things that we don't have much time to wind our own wool, because we're winding everyone else's wool and sending it out. So I'm using something from my stash, Robert. And this is, so it's, what is it, Noema? Louisa Harding, Noema. And Neva, I don't know how you pronounce it. So anyway, it's very much my colours. It's beige, it's blue, there's a little bit of pink, there's brown, and a bit of cream. And there is a bit of sparkle in it. And I had 5 balls, and I think I have got another ball somewhere. So it takes, it's 4-ply. I haven't got a clue what this one is. Feels a bit 4-ply-ish. So I hope I've got enough. This is a true chicken. It's a totally chicken, this one. So yeah, but that's what I'm working on. So it should be nice.
So today's the 1st of September. I reckon by the end of the month you're going to go, I haven't got enough. or you'll get to the intricate pattern and you'll go, no, don't like it.
Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so it's do you know what? It's one of those patterns that, can I just say, thank heavens for Gogglefrogs merchandise, because if I did not have Gogglefrogs merchandise where I could stick a post-it note on it, and I've got the thing here for when I'm working. I've nearly completed a row, but every blinking row is a different pattern row. I have never done any form of lace pattern ever in my life. I rip it off at some point and throw it on the floor. I haven't actually thrown it on the fire, but I feel like throwing a lot on the fire. So to say that I've got that far, I just did this yesterday. I think that's really quite nice. It will obviously need a series block. And you know I can never use the right wool for anything. I always have to use something else. So I don't know what it is. You know what? I'm going to have a look while we're on here. I don't think it actually tells me what it is.
Just 2 seconds. Rebecca, can you do a refresh, please? Because she can only see me. She can't see you too.
No, it doesn't actually say. Just it says 4mm suggested, so that would say it's DK, not 4 So let's see. I don't think
not necessarily.
No,
not necessarily. No,
because that's balls of wool. It's beautiful wool. Really, really lovely. Very silky, although I don't think there's any silk in it. Cotton, acrylic, and polymade. Don't know. But anyway, that's what I'm working on.
Okay. So thank you for telling me I need to write that bookmark off.
If it's in my possession, it's mine. Mr. Accountant. Just to let you know, Robert, the accountant's just rung me. All right, so I'm having a conversation with the accountant soon. So, what's that?
What do you mean? What's that?
It's a beautiful colour, teal.
Is that my cardigan?
Yes.
Oh, you are a star. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I got a bit carried away and I decided that as I was winding, I'd wind all 4 balls into one cake for you, and they're joined with slip knots. And it actually has a middle, so if you prefer to take it out from the middle, you can.
Oh, you're just an angel. Thank you so much.
I just finished it.
Was it really bad to try and unpick? And if you weren't here, was it Saturdays?
It was easy to unpick.
Was it on Saturday?
It was really easy,
a couple of times, and it ended up on the floor in a bowl, thrown. I have no patience for anything like that. I just cut things. So thank you for unpicking it and making it pretty.
That's fine. You're welcome. Right. Someone else has just joined. Let's see who that is. Say good morning to them, and then we'll do some music. Tracy, good morning, Tracy.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, Marion, didn't ask you what you were doing.
Hang on, let me get to an end of a row. I've only got half a dozen stitches, and then I can hold it up and you can see.
Okay, well, shall I do some music?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5. Done.
Oh, Marion.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
You've had that how many days? 4? We dropped it off.
Since
I think so.
when did I deliver that? Or we delivered it?
Thursday.
I'm on ball number 3, and I must admit I'm beginning to feel as I'm playing yarn chicken already.
Really?
Really?
Oh.
I'm doing the second size, which takes the same amount of yarn. I've got to do 25 and a half inches. And I've got another 6 inches to do. Hang on a minute, where'd the first mine? Oh no, the first ball did that. And the second ball's gone. Yeah,
It's going to be to the wire.
it's going to be to the wire.
Well,
So for those of you that don't know, Marion is making. So when we started our wall collection, it started based on that wall, which is King Cole Fjord. And Marion has very kindly said that she will make a sample poncho for us so that you guys can actually see what it knits up like and what the poncho looks like as well. So
it feels
that's what she's doing.
beautiful. I actually, when I popped in on Saturday, was it Friday? No, it was Friday I popped in to see, wasn't it?
Yeah.
At the Knit and Natter. So there were 3 of us at a table, and I could order from my seat, but that feels so silky, that wool. I was told that it was like cotton, but it's not. But it just feels like silk. It is beautiful to feel. I love the design, but Marion did say that she likes more complex patterns normally. So it's the sort of thing to do in front of the television, isn't it? You said, but
definitely something you don't have to worry about.
But hold it up again. I just want to see some of the little detail. I'm looking.
Because I've started another row.
I do love that.
And this is in Lyon, I think, which is the different to the picture on the front. So this is the pink and sort of, well, it's not beige, but it's not purple. It's that funny sort of browny colour that comes from pink and, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's lovely.
I'm not very good at describing colours.
Oh,
I had to do a Russian join because there was a knot, and you know how much I dislike finding knots in a ball of yarn. Suddenly come across it. Salmon mauve, Tracy. Salmon mauve, salmon. Bit darker than salmon, Tracy. A bit more browny.
I do like that.
Let's do some music.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, go on mute.
So, ladies, if you put yourself on mute, and here we go. Something nice and gentle for today.
Calls Hello Dolly.
Oh,
so
I didn't even know it was from a musical.
Yeah, Hello Dolly. Barbara Streisand.
Oh, okay. No, didn't know.
Michael
Sorry.
Crawford was in it, and Danny somebody. Come on, somebody will put me right. I am thinking of the right one, aren't I? I'm not thinking of Funny Girl. I'm sure I'm thinking of Hello Dolly.
I don't know.
Barbara Streisand was in Funny Girl.
Yeah, but I'm sure she did Hello Dolly as well.
I'll have a quick look at.
I have no idea. I didn't even know. Sorry, I was just flicking through music on my phone last night, and the only reason I know that tune is because I learnt to do a line dance to it many years ago.
Hello Dolly.
That would be fun.
Musical comedy from 1969. Barbara Streisand, Michael Crawford, Walter Matthau, Danny Loughlin, Louis Armstrong, Marianne McAndrew, and Tommy Tune. Don't know all of them, but
I'd forgotten that Louis Armstrong was in it.
Yeah.
He was good. He was wonderful.
Right.
Absolutely wonderful. Walter Matthau was Barbara Streisand's love interest, for want of a better phrase. Really?
What was Walter Matthau famous for? What was his big series that he was in?
Was he in a television?
I thought he was.
He did quite a lot of films, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm just going to have a look. What was he in?
Was he in Plaza Suite?
I don't know. It says The Odd Couple, The Bad News Bears, Fortune Cookie, Hopscotch IQ, Grumpy Old Men. I remember him from that. Dennis the Menace. I thought it was in a. I can't see what he was in.
Oh, wait, are you thinking of The Odd Couple? Because that became a TV series.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Oh.
But I didn't know that he was in it as on the TV.
I don't know. I'm just having a quick look through to see. Oh, no, maybe it is. It was in Alfred Hitchcock Presents, so maybe I know him from that. I don't know, but hey ho. But yeah, The Odd Couple. Oh, that was really good music. Very
fantastic.
Very, very spring-like, because it's the 1st of September today, isn't it? And for me, we're now officially going into autumn, which really excites me. And I'm thinking of rosy apples and the red leaves coming on the trees. So I get really excited about this time of year. I know everybody tends to prefer summer, but I really, really love this time of year.
I like spring.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like all seasons, but I just think that autumn's amazing. So that was really lovely for the 1st of September, when everyone's thinking we're going into autumn. So I think everybody must have had a big smile on their face then. Yeah.
I've just realised we've done no chat and we're 25
Oh
past.
my God, what's happening?
Yes. No.
All right.
Hang on, shame. I've been reading the chat. I've just not.
Oh, have you? Oh, well, Brigitte says morning, peeps, and Joe says hello. I can't believe I'm here on a weekday. No, neither can we. But you're in Costa del Gogglefrogs, or whatever you said. It was Costa del Gogglefrogs, wasn't it? And we did. Were those your toes in the sun, in the on the beach? I'm sure that was a post I've seen. So hello, Joe.
Blue toenail, blue polish.
I can't remember, but it's just lovely on the sand, knitting. Jackie says morning all. Yes, I'm working. Thank you, Jackie, for keeping that economy going. Judy says morning all. Georgie says morning, lovely to see you. Safi says good morning all. Brigitte says don't worry, Angela, I don't know what's happening half the time either. All I know is days until I need to get on the motorway again. So I know that I've got until tomorrow and I need to get my mum to the doctors again, and then I can be on the motorway. So my life is just on the M1. Rebecca says ring 2. More.
Is that where she was having trouble getting?
Ah, right. Okay. Thank you. So hopefully you've seen us all loud and clear now. Linda says good morning. Rebecca saying no pictures. Rebecca says, Robert, something has gone wrong. Right. Okay. So I hope that everything was okay then. Joe had said you could see everybody. And then it did get better, thankfully. And Jackie says, what is that you're knitting and what yarn are you using? It looks fabulous. And then she says, thanks, Robert, for answering the question. Yeah, it's the field. It just feels like silk as well. So I am going to be using the blue and taupe for something, Robert.
It does knit up beautifully and knits up very evenly, I have to say.
It does look amazing. And it feels even more amazing. It really does. So
it's interesting to see how it washes up.
Yeah. The one good thing about ponchos and outerwear is how infrequently you actually need to wash them, because you always have so many layers underneath, don't you? It's just in case you drop something on it.
Yeah.
That's always the issue. Now I've touched something. I don't know how to get rid of that now. There we go. Right, okay. Georgia says that looks beautiful, Angela. Oh, thank you. This is that I'm doing. Yeah, it's using up some stash because I can't find more until I use up some old stash. And Rebecca says, oh, the workmen have arrived here. What are you having done? Really interested to know, Rebecca. Brigitte says that tune brings back some memory. At my papa's 70th, my brother danced a mean quick step with me to that. Those were the days when my feet followed my head. Sorry, it took me a while to get that out. But so that's lovely that you've got some special memories of that tune today. Tracy says, I love autumn too. Do you know what, Tracy? Oh, Gogglefrogs will have to have a walk through the crisp leaves that have fallen, because they always used to love that, walking down either through a park or somewhere and just kicking all of those beautiful leaves so they go in the air. So we'll have to do that one day. Linda says, love autumn too. Winter is coming, aka Christmas. I know. I love Christmas.
You used to like Christmas, Robert, didn't you?
Really? Oh, well,
I thought,
come over to my house for a cup of tea if you want, and a drink at Christmas, because I think that this year may be the year that I do lasagna for Christmas Day, because I've been saying for years now I'm going to do something different. I might do that. So if you like lasagna, you can come round. Linda says, oh, we've read that. Joe says, they were indeed my toes. I thought they were yours. The thing is, I have to be really careful when it's really early in the morning or really late at night when I'm flicking through Facebook, because predictive text and me go together, but it comes out with some strange things. So I don't comment really early in the morning or late at night, just in case something goes all wrong. But I noticed them, so that was lovely. I'm really loving Costa del Gogglefrogs. And Rebecca says, I don't want it to be autumn. I don't feel like I've had a summer yet. Summer was in spring this year in this country, wasn't it? Because we had was it really hot in March and April?
It was.
Too. So our whole summer's come forward. It felt a bit strange the other night. I know it's not just me. I know Deborah had her fire going, but yeah, I lit a fire, and I was sort of burying coal in and out of the house. It was a bit bizarre, but very, very nice. I love a lovely fire. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. That's right, isn't it? Hang on a minute.
why did I think, Robert, that Christmas was one of your favourite seasons, and that last year you went off it because the Christmas department was right next to you and John Lewis?
I've never really been a huge fan of Christmas, if I'm honest. I do it for other people, not for me.
Okay, yeah, me
quite
too.
easily forget it, not bother. Just have it as another day of the year.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, it's Christmas is lovely if you can spend it as you want to and take the time and stuff, but so often Christmas just becomes this huge great machine.
Yes.
And I think that's what's not nice about it. So well, we'll have to try and make it special for you this year, Robert.
No, I'm fine.
I know
honestly.
you are, but we'll have to do something.
I've always fancied Christmas somewhere in Switzerland where it's all snow all the way around, and there's a coal fire or a wood burner, and maybe a fondue going, a book and a knitting, and that would suit me down to the ground.
Do you know, I absolutely agree. Where it's proper cold weather rather than a bit of rain, a bit of slush that we sometimes get.
Going to a lesson of 9 carols and 9 lessons and carols at church on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, Rebecca's answered your question. Angela,
Sorry, what was that?
about what the builders were
So
going
they're
to
taking
do.
up the patio at the bottom of the garden in front of husband's studio. They'll then relay them properly as they've all sagged over the 25 years since they were laid. There've been a little. There has been a little swimming pool at the bottom of the garden this last couple of winters, as husband is now working from home, and a great deal using the studio of that. So once the pool's on, oh wow, that's fab. So you must let us know what it looks like afterwards. So that's fab.
Yeah, before and after.
Yeah, yeah. And Jo says she prefers Christmas to New Year. I haven't seen New Year in about 7 or 8 years. I'm normally in bed by 10 o'clock with a cup of tea and then wake up about 5 in the morning and think, well, I'll just watch the news for 2 minutes to see what happened. Brigitte says she's with you, Robert. Loved it when the kids were small, but now it could be like the Olympic Games every 4 years would be enough. Do you know what? I think I agree with that. And Georgia says that sounds lovely, Marion, for Christmas. Very cozy. It does sound lovely. And Brigitte says, Marion, I don't even want to go to Switzerland if I have my needles and a glass of something. I am quite happy at home. Oh,
yeah. It's just all the whites and the Christmas outside that, you know, the crisp air.
Yeah,
is what I was sort of getting at. There was something. Oh yes, that's what I was going to say. Can anybody remember when it was the first time in the UK that we got the 1st of January off? Was it to the beginning of the century? Because I remember walking into work on the 1st of January to make sure that our computers hadn't got the millennium bug. Do you remember that?
I remember. Well, no, I don't, because I was up in Edinburgh, for Hogmanay. I don't think I'd even gone to bed yet, so I don't remember a right lot of it. I do remember it was rather good fun, and I do remember after the all of our mobile phones were still working the following morning, so it was fine. And the millennium bug hadn't happened, but I do remember all of the lead up to it, that every electrical appliance was going to explode at midnight.
Well, I dashed into work, and I got into work for something like 6:45, so I could make sure all the office computers switched on. I powered them all up, and I got onto them using my password, made sure they were all right, switched them off and made a cup of tea, by which time the boss was in. And I said, it's all right, they were.
Oh, no, I've never worked on New Year's Day ever. I've been working, 30 odd years, but New Year's Day was always overtime. And I remember one year I agreed to work it, and I did a 10-hour shift. And then when I got my pay through, they'd only paid me for 1 hour of overtime at double time. So I had to wait for another month for the overtime, for the extra 9 hours. And I just thought, you know what? I'd rather not work New Year's Day. So I never did again. So, but I do remember the millennium, sort of.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's go.
You know, what Rebecca says, she always thinks that Tallinn in Estonia would be fabulous at Christmas. Tallinn is gorgeous, having been there. I have only been there in the summer. I'm with you there, Rebecca. It's gorgeous in the summer. I'd love to see it in the winter. Linda's never worked New Year's Day either. Safia says she remembers. She worked for an IT company at the time. Fortunately, she had the day off, but it was crackers for those working. Brigitte says 1974 was the first year. Is that the first year that we had New Year's Day as a bank holiday? Jackie's never worked New Year's Day. It was also my hubby's birthday on that day. And Linda says, Brigitte, that makes sense. I started a proper job in 1974. I'm NHS, so I've worked lots of New Year's Day. 1974 was the year my daughter was born. I was still at work.
Oh, wow.
Until March, yeah. I worked up until 2 weeks before she was born. And she's worked a lot of Christmases too, said Joe. And Brigitte remembers working the 1st of January 1969. Can I go back? Yeah, I can just about. I was working in a bank then. Martin's Bank.
I was a couple of months old then. I was a couple of months old then.
All right, don't rub it
No,
in.
no, I was there.
Yeah. Martin's. There were lots of little banks in the UK back then, and Martin's Bank was taken over by Barclays. And if you go into Watford and walk down along the high street, there's a Pret on a corner now, and if you look to your left, there's a building that's got a big sort of cricket on it engraved, and that was the signal for Martin's Bank, and that's where I worked.
Wow.
And then there was the National Bank, the District Bank, and the Westminster Bank, and that became NatWest. The three amalgamated and became NatWest. It became National Westminster.
I never realised that's how the name came to be. Thank you for that. That's really good. But there were lots of little banks, weren't there? And even the fact that Coots is no longer Coots Bank, it's owned by a biggie now.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So the Queen's Bank is no longer the Queen's Bank.
I can't think who owned.
I don't know, but it's been taken over. They've all been taken over, haven't they?
Oh yeah. They're only the big five now.
But I'm sure things will change over the next 2 or 3 decades, and we'll probably start going into smaller things, because you can't just have monopolies, can you? So it can't really progress anymore. So they'll have to. I think they'll have to have smaller little things again. So that'll be quite nice. So Brigitte says she remembers 1st January 1969. I said I was a couple of months old. Joe says me too. So
Gary was 3 weeks old.
Huh?
Gary was 3 weeks old.
I was saying I was a couple of months old then.
Yeah.
Joe was a little bit old. Gary was a couple of weeks old. So that's really, really good. So we were all there. Brilliant. And Rebecca says we were selling our house at the start of 2000, so we had to wait an extra day to put it on the market due to the bank holiday and the fear that the whole computer thing would go belly up. I know, I can't. It was amazing how much people were charging to make sure that the bug didn't happen. I'm sure there's some people still in retirement off what they earned over the 1999 bug that never happened. Joe says 1968 was obviously a good year. Of course it was. Of course. So it was.
Oh, sorry, were you in 68 or 69?
I was 69, but.
Oh, Gary was 68.
Oh,
sorry.
well, we were all around then. So, well, no, some people weren't even thought of then. And then Robert arrived a few years later.
A decade?
A few years. 10 years.
Rebecca says she started school in 69.
Really? Oh, wow.
I was 13 in 69.
Well, I was born at the end of 69, so. Yeah.
I was 13 in 69, married in 1971, and had my daughter in 74.
Oh, amazing what you get to know about people on this. Well, it's just like a knit and after, isn't it? Oh,
yeah. Are you going to do Facebook?
Do you know what? I just thought then we hadn't done Facebook. Sorry. Right, let me have a. Oh,
yes, 69 seems to have been a very good when lots and lots of sort of momentous things happen for people. You know, they became a teenager, or they moved to Leighton Buzzard, or they started school.
I'll just try and log on. Oh, can I just say as well, sorry to make everybody really, really, really jealous today, but my uncle and his girlfriend are coming over and we're going out for fish and chips. So I'm having gluten-free scampi chips with salad. So yeah, off for an amazing meal. Why do I
That cod and waffle looked amazing.
It was. And if you go in there, try a Yorkshire fish cake as well. It's 2 big thick pieces of potato, and then there's haddock in the middle, another piece of potato, and then they coat it in batter and then deep fry it. It's amazing. So have a Yorkshire thing in there. Oops, hang on a minute, you don't want to see that.
What did everybody think of the men's lingerie then?
My eyes have not been the same since.
I couldn't believe it when I first saw it.
It was, I think it was just too much. Right, okay, let's get on here. I'll share my screen now, and just let me know if there's anything that I need to know about. Oh, it's taken a little bit of time today.
No, you've gone.
There we go. Right, here's Joe's.
Oh no, it's lovely, Holly.
Lovely image here, sat on the beach, casting on a mermaid tail blanket, as you do. I know people always look, don't they, when you're knitting on the beach, but absolutely lovely. Which beach was it? Where were you, Joe? I'd love to know. But I can see you've done what all of us do whenever we go to the seaside. We always collect a few stones and a few shells to take home and do something with. Yeah, nice yarn. Is that? Oh, yeah, that's very nice yarn. Lovely. Is that the same as Brigitta's yarn by any chance? I've just had a look at that and I think it may be the same as what Brigitta used. So a lovely yarn. Can't wait to see the progress. Now this was lovely again from Joe. Hoping my great niece isn't the shy and retiring type when she arrives. That hat is beautiful. I'm loving it.
Stunning.
Isn't it gorgeous? So yeah, Joe, both of them are beautiful. Loving those, and that is amazing. Lovely colours as well. Now, Deborah, I know she's not on today and tomorrow night, but Deborah, I cannot believe the difference that blocking has made to that that baby shawl. It is stunning. The work and the edging, hat off to you. It's beautiful. So well done. And then Brigitte, in my very early days of using our big chunky desk computer, I used to look at the cross stitch guild site and clicked on the pink link to vote for the top cross stitch site. Scrolling down, I saw the name Stick Fee. What? Pay a fee for a stick. No, it was German forum for cross stitchers. Somehow she managed to become a member and have actually met up with others when in Germany. This is the one and only along I joined, as I don't have to fit in. So as I don't have to fit into a time scale. Rod chose the colours since the stick fee has retired, but a member took over and it continues under the name of Stick Cafe. Oh, that's so lovely. Oh, look at that.
The colours are stunning, aren't
Oh, that is beautiful. And do you know what? It means so much more when we actually get the backstory to them, right? Like, what does stick fee mean? Where does it come from? And that's lovely. Oh, thank you for sharing that. Absolutely beautiful. Robert saying, hope you've had a good weekend. And don't forget to post. Tracy had put this in about any idea where this pattern's from. Robert did say he thinks it's a material one, but there must be lots of what I would say 1970s inspired crochet ponchos that you could get that look like that. So I will look through some of my, it's Golden Hands, isn't it? That weekly, monthly publication. And there's probably something like that in there. But if we can all have a look, we might be able to find something for you. As you probably struggle to get that sort of material now, because it's not very, we're not in the 70s, are we? We're doing it retro 80s with shoulder pads and stuff at the moment. But we must be able to find you a pattern that looks like that. This is the baby blanket that's all done. And you were saying that it was just matching hat and boots left to do, but that is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Well done. And we saw this the other day, didn't we? Which is an unst. I think that's how you pronounce it, but absolutely incredible. So that's from the 1920s, 30s, I think somebody said. Tracy, I'm rather impressed with this temperature blanket. You said colours aren't very good, looks better in the flesh. I think it looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe how big it is. So well done. Helen has put this up. Now, I must admit, I was looking at those colours thinking they're rather attractive. I love cinnamon. I love all things autumn. Yes, so I am loving those colours. I think they look beautiful. It's cinnamon tea, and that's Shandy from Expression Fibre Arts. And Helen has bought some of her wool, so she just posted that. This was a pattern. Oh, thank you. No, I didn't see this. Thank you, Sally. Because a few days ago I asked about a baby blanket pattern. So I will have a look at that. It says, try this one. I'm told it's super easy. That edging fears me with absolute dread. In case it's a complex picot edge, because sometimes the edging takes longer than the whole blanket, doesn't it? Trisha has said Gogglefrogs parcel is out of quarantine, skein of interlude all wound up and ready to go. We haven't seen interlude yet skeined up, have we, Robert?
No.
That's beautiful. That yellow is really quite striking, isn't it? Really? Yeah. Is that the one that you want?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. That's lovely. So we can't wait to see what you do with that, Trisha. And this was, we'd have done that on Saturday, wouldn't we? Because that was 3 days ago. Yeah, I'm just seeing if there's anything else from.
Yeah, Rebecca said that she's posted a photograph of what she just finished this morning.
Right, okay. I will refresh in a minute. I'll just carry on going through. So Georgia put this up about knitting. It makes everything better. It sure does, doesn't it? And a really cute picture there. So thanks for doing that. That made me chuckle so much. I remember half of the things that I had to wear when I was a toddler and child. Normally it was okay, but sometimes some of the things that we were gifted by our grandparents was a little bit odd. I think it was quite amusing what we used to have to wear. I'm loving that, Brigitte. Thank you so much. I just love the yellow and the black. I think I'm going to do a workday shawl with mine, but I'm not allowed to have it yet. Am I, Robert?
I've got to wind it for you. I was going to do it after we finished here, before I go to work.
Are you going to work today?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What time are you?
Yeah, 1:30.
Oh God! So Louise, did we do this Tuesday?
I think
Did we? Right, thank you. And I think we did these as well. We did that booty as well, didn't we? Yeah, so we've done most of those. So let me just refresh and then I'll share what this has just finished. Rebecca. Sorry, I can't see the chat. And I couldn't remember what you said. Rebecca. Oh. So Rebecca does so much for charity. So donated squares that were the wrong size, joined them to make a cat blanket that I'll send to a cat's home. The edge looks beautiful, and there is going to be a very, very, very happy little puddy tat that loves that blanket. So thank you so much. Yeah, and if ever you want to do anything for charity, if you're looking for a slightly different charity, I know that just put in the group, because loads and loads of people do different charities, and yeah, that's lovely. So thank you ever so much, Rebecca. It's amazing what you can do with just a few odd squares. So that's lovely. Thank you. Just going to finish with pearl row, and then I'll count up again at the end. Oh.
Jo said that she went to meet her son's girlfriend, a family in Rill, and it was made of oldie yarn, and so it's the same as Brigitte's.
Oh yeah, I thought I recognised the colours.
Brigitte says that Deborah's baby blanket is amazing, and it's stunning. And Stickfee means stitching fairy. Forgot to put that in the post.
Thank you.
Tracy says her temperature blanket is huge and is growing by the day. How many rows are you doing per day, Tracy? And Rebecca says that she can't believe it. She's mislaid the blanket she's crocheting and the big ball of yarn for making it. I know, I saw it yesterday. Yeah, I can't find a bag of knitting needles. I know I've got somewhere, and I'm going to gift to somebody, or give to somebody. Jackie's got to go. She's got a meeting at 11.
Bye, Jackie.
Tomorrow.
Oh, fabulous. Well, this will be... do you know what? I'm actually really, really enjoying this. I don't normally do pattern stuff ever, but I'm actually quite enjoying it. So I might have to do some patterny stuff in future. I think it's a nice change. So
well, I think I've knitted about an inch because I don't need to look at it.
So nice when you have projects like that, isn't it? That you can just watch. And
then I've got to go online and order some ringtones. Richard's been going through their online catalogue.
What's he found?
Well, he thought he'd found coconut creams, but I can't find them. And he says, yeah. Are you going to make their cake? No, I don't, because they do a cake kit. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, they've got chocolate Brazils. Yes, I know, dear. And they've got some creams. They've got coffee creams. Yes, dear, I know. So I think I'll be doing all my sweet shopping from them this year. But I'd much prefer to keep a small company like that going rather than a big one.
Yeah, do you know what? I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about chocolate. That it was actually with my uncle who was coming soon, and I said I can't eat Galaxy anymore because a lot of the sugar tastes like chemical now. I can't eat Cadbury's. The only one I can eat at the moment is Ritter Sport, which is Italian. I can eat the Lindt and the green and blacks, but I like something funky, you know, a thicker piece. And they do some Brazil nuts, an old-fashioned company, Beaches, chocolate Brazils. The taste of the chocolate is just so different on those. So I really
haven't tried oldie chocolate.
Do you know what oldie chocolate is? Like old-fashioned chocolate, they don't use chemical sugar in it, so I can actually eat it. But most of them don't use a lot more milk powder and like chemical sugar. And I just can't taste it anymore. But Beecher's Brazils, lovely. They're not cheap, but they're delicious.
Cadbury's have changed. Were they taken over or were they bought out or something?
Yeah, they've been taken over quite a few years ago, but because I have I can't drink low calorie drinks. Sorry, that's something going past. Because if I do, I get a reaction to chemicals, so that's why I struggle. And I put in, I started eating a Galaxy Ripple, and I had the same reaction. I thought, oh no, I can't eat this anymore. But yeah, I can't eat chemical sugars. I do go a bit weird. I have my mouth goes really, really weird with it. So like an allergy. So never mind. Hey ho.
Brigitte says Ritter Sport is German.
Oh, is it German? Well, I tell you something. They do blooming nice chocolates. So I thought it was Italian, but yes, I'm hooked now. My mum loves the marzipan one and I love the nut one, so that's what we've been buying recently.
There's a nice Spanish one which I can't think of, but there's another nice French one. Door, something door, D''.
I don't know. You see, it's a real pain for me because now I can't pop over to Belgium all the time, can I?
No. Safia, you're spot on. Cadbury was taken over by an American company and they are slowly changing the taste of their chocolate. We had some Cadbury buttons the other day and they were disgusting. Even the kids wouldn't eat them. Yeah, they're doing it.
Yeah. Even when you look at American chocolate, the Ghirardelli, which is very expensive from San Francisco, it just has a different composition to ours. It's a totally different taste. So that will explain it. But yeah, I don't think there's a glass and a half of milk in every bar anymore. There's probably a glass and a half of something, but it's not pure milk.
The Americans call it candy rather than chocolate.
Do they? Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know. There's something at the back of my mind that says
Probably.
They do, yeah.
We're over time.
And we've talked about chocolate.
We've talked about chocolate. We've talked about Aldi wool and the fact that we've got another project going on with the same wool. So we can't wait to see that. We've talked about Ringtons. We've all had a bit of a cuppa. So it's been a lovely morning, and I just hope that everybody had a lovely bank holiday and you're going to have an even more lovely week. So sorry that you're working today, but that's a nice late start, isn't it, Robert? So
yeah, but I don't finish till 9:30.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
How often do you have to do that?
I have to do 2 a week, but it'll be fine.
Oh dear.
It'll go quick, I'm sure.
Oh.
Right, I'm gonna go because I've got to get ready.
Oh, thank you so much, Robert. So lovely to see you. Brigitte says butter praline is her favourite. I'm going to buy some. I'm going to hunt it out. Gabri's Dairy Milk is half full of sugar. I saw it on TV. Shocking. Yes, it used to be half the creamy milk. Not anymore. Oh, goodness me. Looking forward to tomorrow night. Yes. Do get your drinkies ready for tomorrow night. I am going to be hurtling down on the M1 tomorrow to make it in time for Gogglefrogs, but I will be there, don't you worry. And have a lovely day and see you all again soon. So from here, from all of us and from Costa del Gogglefrogs, see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.